to take it. Oh, nice pass.
They just went to another level.
Yep, no victory beam in Sacramento tonight. The Celtics surge at the end of the third into the fourth quarter, and the Kings had no answer. Celtics get the win 122-104. Welcome in here to Celtics Post Game Live, presented by your New England Ford dealers. I'm Abby Chin. He is Eddie House, and Eddie, you're nodding, you're smiling. You called this one. You felt the Kings could not match.
No, they couldn't. I knew that we had a better team. Our duo was better than their duo. Our team is deeper than them. We're a better team. They're a team that's coming together, trying to find their identity. We have an identity. We just keep polishing it, right? We know what we are, and it showed in the game in the third quarter, our depth. Our depth showed up big time. I think with 3 minutes left. Peyton Pritchard, Luke Kornet, and Sam Hauser. These guys, Malcolm Brogdon, they came in all off the bench. And especially with 3 minutes left in that third quarter, when the energy was low, they changed the pace of the game, not only with their offense, but it started with their defense. They got stops, and it just continued on in the fourth quarter, and they was able to get these guys. Hey, keep that beam off in Sacramento. Turn that beam off, man.
I said it at halftime. The bench needed to step up. That's exactly what they did. But, Eddie, you're the real fortune teller here. You called it.
Extra
3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes left in the game, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Eddie said these are the most important 3 minutes of this game. And what did the Celtics do? Went on a 19-0 run. Eddie, take me through it.
Yeah, they went crazy. Well, it all started with stops, but let's just look at this B-roll right here. These highlights right here show paint touches, and you get wide open shots off of a paint touch. That is great right here. Everything is off of everything they're getting is off of attack. Look at every single basket is off of attack. This one right here is, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. I'm just going to raise up because they're giving me that. Here's another one. You draw two, kick it to the wide open man, and kick it to your shooter and let him shoot it. But it all started with the defense. Once they started attacking on the defensive end, closing out the possession with the rebound, they were able to get out in the open court, attack, get paint touches, and then get wide open shots. And it all started with the bench guys, man. The bench mob, we was asking where they were at halftime, and they turned it up. They showed up and showed out in the second half. That's the reason why the Celtics got this victory.
We don't know if Joe Mazzulla called Peyton Pritchard's number due to Marcus Smart's foul trouble. Everybody else had about 4 fouls. No matter the reason, or if he just felt a little something that this game needed a little Peyton Pritchard. But the energy shifted the moment he stepped on the floor. Luke Kornet, a big part of that, but Peyton was in there getting offensive rebounds and then knocking down threes. He changed this game.
No doubt. And what a luxury to have a guy like Peyton Pritchard to where and being a straight professional. Think about that. A guy who doesn't play, doesn't get his number called that much this year, but played in significant minutes in the finals last year, understands what it takes to be a winner, what it takes to be a professional, and staying ready. When your number is called, you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that shows that he is engaged in the game because it's so easy. And it's happened to many young players, and he's still considered a young player. You can just get lost in not playing and kind of have a bad attitude. But he's a winning player. He's on a winning team, and he did a fantastic job coming in and changing this game tonight.
Tonight he made winning plays. Let's bring in Scal from TD Garden. Scal, what was it like being in the building during that 19-0 run when the Celtics took control of this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Peyton Pritchard and Luke Kornet checking into the game made a big difference, but Brogdon was great during that time. Tatum took his game to a new level during that time. Hauser was out there. It's been a big group. That's been a sort of I always think that group checks a lot of boxes when you think about the shooting, the shot blocking, the rebound. Tatum allows him to be the guy where he has the ball in his hands. He's making every single play. But no doubt about it, when Pritchard and Kornet came in the game, there was kind of a little jolt of energy, and clearly the result of that was the Celtics going on that huge run.
Hey, Scal, talk about the professionalism of these guys, right? Luke Kornet not getting heavy minutes last game. Peyton Pritchard's spotty minutes here and there. But then think about Kornet had big-time blocks. Peyton Pritchard had big-time shots. You talk about Malcolm Brogdon coming in, doing what he does, and Jason Tatum. I think that lineup is sneaky for a lot of teams because they look at that lineup and they think like, okay, we might could be able to take advantage of somebody somewhere, and you can't do it offensively. You can't take advantage or pick on anybody with that lineup, and then the way they could spread the floor, and it allows Jason Tatum to be a playmaker or be a shot maker. Any one that he wants to do, he's able to do it. And then on top of that, you got Malcolm Brogdon. So if you want somebody else to initiate the offense, to get the pick and roll going, to collapse the defense, he's a guy you could depend on to do that and get the ball to all the other guys, to your shooters, and then to your closer, Jason Tatum. So they fly under the radar a lot.
Yeah, and to add to it, it's the only lineup in which the Celtics don't run 5 out. So think about it. If you're guarding 5 out the whole game, it's a lot easier to guard the three-point line. Sometimes you get put in rotation. Sometimes the Celtics cut off of it. But Luke Kornet's kind of going block to block. He'll set a screen. He'll get behind the defense. It's the same way they'll use Rob Williams. You see that the reads on the perimeter are a lot easier. Now Tatum has, think about it. You mentioned Brogdon, but he also has Peyton Pritchard on one wing knocking down shots, or Sam Hauser on the other wing knocking down shots. So it's just his reads are so much cleaner. I'm either going up and over the top to Luke Kornet, or he might be relocating on the baseline, or I'm kicking it out to a guy that can knock down a shot and make a decision. So I'm with you, man. That lineup is sneaky good, and it allows Tatum to really get in his bag and do his thing.
Scal, before we go, I want to get your impression on the Kings. And this was, I mean, the #2 offense in the league. We saw flashes of it, particularly second quarter and the beginning of the third quarter. We had Kyle on talking smack to Eddie before the game, calling him a homer. I mean,
right.
What did this Sacramento Kings team, a young team, show you tonight?
Well, I mean, I still am not convinced that their game can travel. It's hard. Like, if they're a good team, and you could tell how much momentum they had in that second quarter. So you see what they're capable of. They carried a little bit of that to the third, but on the road it's different. It's not like I don't believe in them. I think they're a playoff team, but I just don't believe that this offense is historically great when they have to go and start playing against, tough road teams. So I like them. I think they're a playoff team. I think they could even make it without playing in the play-in, but I'm not co-signing that this team is one of the great offensive teams I've ever seen.
Hello, I'm with you. I was saying that earlier. I didn't get a chance to get back at Draper behind that. He talked about me. I was a homer. Of course I am. Yes, we are a better team, and I'm going to talk about it. And turn that beam off. That's the main. They got that light up inside. Turn that thing upside down. Turn it off, matter of fact. Turn it off, please.
It has been 16 years since they made the playoffs, you guys.
I was on that team, by the way.
Small victories. You're on the Kings.
I was on the Kings when they made the playoffs the last time.
That was the problem.
Yeah. I'm not trying to hate. I'm really not. Like, to me, they got a long ways to go. But they could be in the West. Is wide open.
Yes.
Like, I think me and Eddie could go back to the West right now
Let's do it.
and maybe play a little bit.
I got some threes.
Who's looking for help?
I got some threes.